Hi, everyone.
Hello. Hey, Pearl. How's it going? Everyone, thank you so much for joining. In just a moment, we are going to have Pearl take it away with her self-introduction. Pearl, it's all you.
Thanks a lot, Daniel. Hi, everybody. I'm Pearl Lieberman. I'm the head of product marketing for Superwise AI. And today I will be talking with you about what it means to stop operating your AI in the dark with AI assurance. So what do I mean by AI assurance? Actually, stop operating your AI in the dark is a phrase that was coined by one of our customers who actually said to us that until he was using an AI assurance solution, he pretty much felt like he was operating his AI without any visibility, without really understanding what was going on with the health of his models. And the more discussions that we have with our customers and with analysts and the whole industry around AI practitioners, the more we realize that the AI space is on the verge of a new era. So really, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the new era that we like to call day two. Day two is essentially the day that you move your models to production. It is also the day that you start understanding that models break when they're in productions. And this is when most data scientists across the globe will understand that they lack visibility and that they also lack control needed in order to scale their AI activities. To me, it all boils down to one question, really. It is, are your models really acting the way that they were designed to? I think we can all agree that once the models meet real life, this is when they start to break. This is when they start being, subject to concept drifts. This is when they start, developing biases. And when the data quality isn't as good as or as stable as in a training environment. I think for the data scientist teams, this is also, the realization that they're going to spend more time being pulled into firefighting tasks, meetings with the operational teams in order for them to explain what is going on with the models and with the predictions. The way we see it as Superwise is that this new era, this day two, is filled with gaps. Essentially, two gaps. The first one is a capability gap that is related to how do you monitor your AI in production? What metrics do you look at? What tools should you use in order to understand what is going on with the health of your models? Most of the discussions we have today are really triggered by the realization of most data scientists that whatever homegrown solutions they have is not going to take them really far. That's in order to scale, they're going to need to have something that is more robust because they lack the resources to invest more time into looking at monitoring tools, into developing a monitoring tools. They lack the granularity and they lack the feedback to make the progress that is needed to really understand what's up with their models. And then the second gap that I think everyone who has been an AI practitioner or who is working in the AI space can acknowledge is the one that is related to the organizational gap. Who really owns the models in production? Who owns the AI once it's out of the training mode? Is it the data scientists? Is it the operational teams? Because really, the persons who are the most impacted in the enterprise by the predictions of the AI when in production is the operational guys. But here there's a knowledge gap. Being able to operationalize the AI is really about having a very strong set of engineering skills as well as having a very solid analytical background. So there is a new hybrid type of capabilities that are required in order to own the health of the AI in production. And so how to address these gaps, how to make sure that we can empower the data scientists on the one hand and the operational teams out there. That's one of the main questions that we need to ask ourselves when we want to be scaling the AI and when we want to be taking our machine learning efforts to the next level. So for us, basically empowering users is really about fostering trust in order to power the use of AI at scale. What does it mean for data scientists? For data scientists, it is about efficiency. It's about making sure they don't waste their time firefighting bad predictions, and they can finally take control of their models by having the right insights at the right time. For operations, being empowered is making sure that they are independent, that they can have access to the right information, that they can understand the quality of the predictions without having to guesstimate them. It's about making sure also that the models work for them and that they can gain insights onto their audiences and what is happening with their business. And I think the third persona, if not the most central persona, is the business stakeholder within the industry, within the enterprise, because at the end of the day, fostering trust around AI is also about reducing risks. And this is where Superwise AI assurance solution comes in. It's a solution that is here to help you gain insights from your models. It is here to help you know when your models misbehave, and the logical consequences that we're here to help you fix what's broken immediately. For data scientists, what it means to gain insights from the models, it's really about benefiting from out-of-the-box KPI on different stages of the machine learning process, at the input level, during the decision themselves, or by evaluating the quality of this decisions. This is what you're seeing on the screen now. This is the wealth of metrics that we are giving out of the box. What we do is that we track the performance of your model over time, and we automatically perform or predict performance at the segment level. So by looking at the whole life cycle of the machine learning process, we can identify drifts from the input stage at the granularity of specific subpopulations. And this enables us to understand in real time that there is a performance degradation. So for instance, one of our customers who had no feedback for 21 days, we were able to dramatically reduce the time to detect an issue from 21 days to almost instantly. And this had a very big impact on their business. For operations, it's about gaining insights, meaning that they can automatically discover biases and detect underperforming segments. So for example, when a marketing campaign is launched for a population that the model is not optimal on, this usually means that the money invested is going to be wasted because the predictions are not suited. So at Superwise, we let them know where they have what we call weak spots, and we let them know automatically. You can see here samples of the weak spots on the screen. And then the operational teams can course correct their campaigns within a few hours. It's really about operationalizing the way they look at AI performance. Without this, they really have no way today to clearly understand what is going on with their models. The teams, they don't just stop at boosting the efficiency of the data scientists and the operations. We're also here to help you gain control by knowing when your models misbehave. So what you're going to see on the screen now is really one of our alerts and how they represent deviations per the metric that impact the model. This is our own machine learning detecting automatically when the KPIs are deviating, and that triggers an alert at the right time. To be very clear, this is not a threshold, this is not a rule, this is machine learning for machine learning. It's not something that the user should configure, it is brought to them. And then last but not least, the users can then decide what is the best corrective action, what is necessary. Should they retrain, and on which data should they retrain their models? It is about diagnosing the situation. And here we can see that from the alert that they received, they can get to the root cause of the issue. So just to summarize, this is what Superwise AI Assurance Platform is about. It's about fostering trust to power the use of AI at scale. It's about bringing more visibility. It's about bringing more efficiency, more independence, and less risks. So please come see a demo and join us at our booth.
Wow, thank you so much, Pearl. A big virtual round of applause for her, everyone. Everyone else, stick around. We've got some networking coming on. Go take a meeting with a virtual booth. And don't go anywhere. Thanks so much.